Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mahomes now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A toss play. Gordon shoves him aside.
I don't need Gordon in the game at this
come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hello. Yeah, it's definitely Kronikov.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Wow, what a fucking play.
Intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Nah, that was sticky. That was sticky. I'm not sure if that's my fault or Mahomes' fault, or that's just a better play.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Now lined up incomplete. Try to give it
on so season. I did.
And he has one touchdown in his first half, the second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly.
I just don't like the fact that he's just getting pressure like that.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game.
Can y'all just play enough time so I can throw this ball to Jerry Judy?
There's still a long way to go in this football game.
10 seconds off the clock. I can get the ball.
They'll come up after the sack on
a
second and 12. Mahomes going to throw.
Of course
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He's going to loft one deep left side here. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have gotten back in the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
It's our anniversary.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Winslow. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
That's
because
not
some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
He's checking crap.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away from the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They got to get into the 21 here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. As his guys are in for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw.
I don't know why.
Get this one complete to Winslow.
Like
and
that,
they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes buying time to his left.
Oh, you're
going down the middle, and it's complete. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I think Mahomes is like the perfect QB.
15.
Just throw it.
Come on.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards.
Hey.
Wild Bill. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 52. 49.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nah, going to the thing, because I'm not going to the end of the quarter with that.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
80 weapon. Check. Crunch. Tighten up. Tie 43.
Now Mahomes. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon.
No
and he's
way,
not going to
bro.
get
That
anywhere
should've been a
close to the
one-on-one
marker as they'll
bro.
stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
We got this.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking for the 4th time tonight. It's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, go get this, dude. Go get this bitch. Go figure it out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 25 yards there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
53. Check 53.
He'll drop to throw. He will find Winslow. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
50 play. Crystal Travis. Hey. Watch that. Hey.
Is that Beyonce? Knowles?
Mike 20.
They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I see the one-on-one. Let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Give me this.
He's going to fire one deep left side.
Don't give me this.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That would have been fire if you got that.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Look at this, bro. Oh, nah, he brought the guy over there in time.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
What a fucking guy.
He's got his man on the comebacker. That's a gain of 13 first down rounds. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Bro.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, 57.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Wow. And the Packers pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Peyton. Room here to run. Past the 20.
That's not a strip.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Let him do
and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Check. Hard. Now.
On second down now, Peyton, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check 31.
On 3rd down.
That's a fucking stop.
He is going nowhere.
That's a
he is
fucking stop.
Behind
That's
the
a
line.
fucking stop.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's a fucking stop.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. Rosa's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get in field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I need something like 2 receivers set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, Sunday.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Tavecchio to add the PAT.
You got it, girl. You got it.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
That was for you, Braylon. That was for you, Braylon.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let me tell you the difference between you and me, Braylon, right? You play this game. This is the only game you play. I'm doing the 2K shit while playing Madden once a week,
offense ready to get their next
and I'm still up here somehow just by managing to figure it out. I don't look at plays like you. You know, you look at the best run plays. It doesn't matter, and it takes least skill to do what you do. You just run the ball. Like if I get the right plays. Bro, I was running for 500 yards a game with JK.
Also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, Charlie. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, baby. All day. Mike, fine.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Let's go.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
This don't take no skill. Look at this. Get away from the thing. Try to figure it out. Be like, oh shit. He double teamed Judy. Okay. Fuck it. Fuck it. Take it easy on me. I don't wanna play no games,